this goes perfectly. So, so it's a learning experience for me, as well as, being a musician and a creative in that realm. Just being able to kind of off the bat, given, descriptions, and being able to come up with a song or a vibe for her to put her video to. So it's been fun.
Yeah, it's and definitely, and everything she said, it's true. It's true.
At 1 o'clock in the
So
morning.
no, okay, we're gonna jump to you, Sherry. We're gonna jump to you, Sherry. So
Okay.
Sherry, as a fashion, as a fashion designer, what
Hmm.
in what do you where do you see AI playing a part in this? Because I know you have been dabbling with AI yourself with fashion.
I have. I just took some notes as she was talking, but I was really impressed by how these designers just pushed the element of AI. Like I could tell that they really thought about the prompts and how they wanted to formulate these videos. There were a lot of unexpected elements that I really appreciated because for me, it's all about the details and a lot of what I do, people appreciate like, oh, she added this, zipper here. It's not functional, but it just gives another layer of dimension, to this garment. Um, I really enjoyed the storytelling of it all. It's really interesting how we can now recreate these stories that we kind of heard, all these years ago, about what happened in, different settings, but we've never had a way of really giving it life and a visual. And this has been like really interesting to me to see how the fashion, how AI is interpreting what fashion was like, back then with limited resources, especially for our community. We, a lot of times had to get the scraps. But we always, made it work and influenced, the high society. They look down to us to see, oh, what are they doing? And then would often, I'm not going to say steal, but borrowed a lot of what we were doing with the limited resources. So I really appreciate kind of seeing that play out with AI. Um, I was inspired by a lot of what I reviewed, and it made me kind of go to the library and pull out books. I love going to the library and just pulling out like fashion books and different time periods. But and there were some things that I learned, especially with I'm studying right now Harlem Renaissance era, but a lot of good ideas from what I've seen as far as fashion. I really thought that these designers took it to the next level and gave it life. It's not just books that we're reading in the library now. Now we can actually create stories, and we don't need a huge production for it. So that was very inspiring for me.
I know that it was so funny. Sherry, um we had a system going on how we wanted, folks to how we wanted our judges to judge the film so that, it at least everyone got to look at, some of them. And we told Sherry's like, "Okay, Sherry, you've looked at all the videos that we need you to look at." And Sherry was offended. She was like, "I wanted to look at more. What do you mean?" Like,
They cut me off.
and I'm like, "Yeah, but you can look at them. Go ahead and look at them." But what I am seeing a lot, I am definitely seeing inspiration, coming from AI, especially in the fashion realm. Because I've been doing some of the videos that I do, some of the images that I do. I'll do something and there'll be an outfit there, and I'm like, "Oh, I've never seen that outfit before. Let me see if Sherry can whip this up real quick." So there's a lot of opportunity, with AI. And the same thing with on the music end. And that is, okay, that's great that AI came up with this wonderful song, but what if you wanted to do a live concert or whatever? Now you've got to reproduce that, live. Can you do that live, or can that enhance what it is that you're already doing? So, in these last few minutes that we have that's left, and I'm going to start with you, Sherry, where do you see the future of all of this going with fashion? And then, Cassie, I'm going to ask you that same question. So, Sherry, go ahead and take it.
I see fashion breathing new life into the future generations. I've said it, but I haven't been um, overwhelmed with design lately. I don't see a whole lot of innovative thinking through design houses, I'll say. But I do see AI helping give more inspiration and help future designers just think outside the box and not be afraid of oh, this is too much color, or would people wear these silhouettes? Like, taking chances is been my motto. So I design without limitations, and I feel like seeing these designs with the applicants and their work, I feel like people will take more chances with what they wear, and not just just the in the box.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will say AI does allow you to take chances. It allows you to kind of bring to life those things that you probably would not normally see, and I think that's the beauty of it. You can have something quirky and odd